What is going on, everybody? My name is Conor and Lorraine. Welcome back to a week of Hero or Zero. This is the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back again talking one comic book character. As we do every single week, we talk their good points and their bad points, and we generally just give you a bit of a rundown of everything to do with that character. Now, I am joined as always by my best pal, Mr. Shaun Meighan. Shaun, how's it going?
Good, Connor. Straight into it today, aren't we?
Just no messing about. I wasn't having any of it. I don't want anecdotes.
All business, no fun. That's what we're looking for on this episode.
I have to go on a long drive after this, and so I was like, Shaun, I don't need the bits.
No bits.
I think we opened with, How are you? Okay, great.
It was very like dads meeting each other in the pub kind of deal.
But like when we're on the show, Shaun, we can pretend to like each other if you want. You don't have to call me out. Like we've
been doing that for 6 years, man.
What's the light is red? We could just be like, oh man, we always hang out and chat so much.
We're best friends off mic as well.
So this is Hero Zero. Shaun normally does Marvel characters and I normally do DC characters. So Shaun was here last week for the first time in I think in a month and a half.
What happened to no bits, huh?
There's always room to just shit on you.
It's not a bit, that's therapy.
I like the fact that, like, Conor, you have 5 minutes to live. That's 4 minutes of shitting on Shaun.
Get some good ribbon in.
So, yeah, I normally do DC characters. Shaun, you did Spider-Man last week.
Good report.
And as characters go, that's pretty big, is what I would say.
One of the bigger ones we've done, I would say.
Yeah, and that kind of inspired me, because I was like, well, if Shaun's going to do a big character, I should probably do... I would say the biggest character in DC, I think.
What?
Yeah.
You're doing Paste Pot Pete?
I'm doing Slipknot this week. Yeah. I think they're I seen Peter Parker Spider-Man, I thought, that reminds me of one man. One particular hero.
Do people understand why this is a big deal? Because Slipknot, I would say, not in the public eye very much as a character.
I would say ultimately it was very difficult to do a report on.
Precious little information.
Not a lot, but I thought of the bit first and worked backwards.
That's how this show was built, to be fair.
Yeah, so if this is your first episode, you don't have to do anything, just chill out. If it's your second or above, we'd really appreciate 5 stars, a like, a follow, a share. We also have, if you really want to support the show, we have a Patreon down below, and you can actually now, you don't have to sign up to the Patreon, but you can buy specific episodes. So if there's specific movie reviews, we've done hundreds of movie reviews over there. If you want to get access to any of them, I think it's like for a smaller price, you can just buy one.
Yeah, I think it's like $4 or $5. You can just buy the issue, the issue, like a comic, the episode that you want, and then you can just get them as you want them. There's no reason to sign up if you're not into doing monthly subscriptions and stuff, because everything's a subscription now, so you can just pay things on your own.
Yeah, and we are, after finishing our review for this month, Shaun, our Halloween spooky kind of review, because we have already done the review. It's in the can. It's ready to go. It's going to be released to the patrons this week, or next week, I should say. And it will be... Boys, it's got a madman in the lead. It's got a motorbike. It's got a flaming skull and a chain.
Imagine you were 8 years old and you asked a child to describe the coolest thing in the world. It's that, but a movie that's not very good.
It's old Nicky Cage on a motorbike. And
Ghost Rider 1.
We're reviewing Ghost Rider 1 for this month. We did Constantine last month, if you're also into a bit of a spooky kind of movie run. One of them is better than the other. It's up to you to decide which one we mean.
But we do decide and say it in the episode.
Very clearly. We fucking enunciate which one is better. So yeah, that's all that access, all that extra content is all over there if you want to get access. And we're doing a Patreon hangout at some stage in the next few weeks. Still haven't decided on a date. But
things
you
are
will automatically
but it's fine.
only the patrons get invited to those, so if you want to join us for a Google Meet just for a kind of hangout and chat, then please sign up there. But Shaun, enough of that nonsense. It's time for the main event. It's time for a character that could clearly kick the shit out of Spider-Man in a fight, one-on-one. I think he would probably beat him one-handed.
Oh, probably. Well, it depends on what turf. Do you have to climb something? Because then Slipknot might have it.
It's one of those, you know, in the Olympics when they're climbing the wall really quick and they have to press the button. Slipknot would beat Spider-Man in that. I'm not saying he's better. I'm just saying he probably would.
I'm just saying in a competition scenario, he probably has it.
Yeah. So the character, as I said, I'm going to do Slipknot. His first appearance that I'm going to be covering from is October 1984, Firestorm Volume 2, number 28. He did appear before that. He did appear before that, but that was before the crisis and everything, and so I just kind of came in at this point. His name is Christopher Weiss, and he was created by Jerry Conway and Raphael Kayanan. So not much is known about old Christopher.
Lovely start to any report.
I love a report that starts off with "we don't fucking know."
It starts with shrug shoulders.
He's got fucking crime stuff now. Not much is known about Christopher Weiss's early life. He was born in the United States and he lived and worked somewhere in the South. Pretty good.
Pretty good, okay.
Yeah.
I'm on board.
Pretty smart. He was a chemist working for a big company, and it was during his work with the big company that he developed an extremely powerful adhesive that, if applied to any substance, was able to make it harder and more durable than titanium.
Wait, the adhesive makes it stronger?
Yes.
I don't think that's how glue works. Look, that's...
He created WD-40, I think, but simultaneously, he's also good at like hot glue guns. He's mad about them. Anything he sticks this thing to, or he has an adhesive, it basically makes it stronger than the titanium.
Okay, so what's the application of that? He just... does he go to crime immediately, is what I'm asking.
Well, he knew that if he commercialised it, it would have earned from it just as much as his company allowed him to. So he's like, look, the man is going to get me down if I start commercialising this under the company's name. They'll take it in, they'll control it. He doesn't want that. What he wants is, he's like, I've created this. I want the full beats from what this is bringing in. Which you gotta respect. The full beats. He's going full beats.
Okay. No, I can respect, like, what he's doing there, Conor, and I can appreciate it. That's a worker seizing the means of production, you know? And that's
he's
something
an entrepreneur, if you want to say it like that.
Yeah, he's the original businessman.
Yeah, he was on Dragon's Den, so he decided to leave his job and to work as a freelancer, but not exactly in the same field of expertise as before. With a hard training that had made him a remarkable gymnast and martial artist, Weiss put himself on the market as an assassin for hire.
See, now they always make this leap too quick, I feel. They're always like, the fastest way to money is killing people.
He creates this thing and he's like, well, they won't let me make money if I'm in the company, and his next step is, gotta go become an assassin.
Like, he doesn't even pitch it to the company and be like, hey, I have this thing, you can pay me more for it. Den. Pitch it to them. One of them will give you money. As it stands, you're the only human in the world that can make this right now.
Yeah, so you have a monopoly on the market. You could technically, sell it to somebody.
His overlapping skills include gymnastics, like
martial arts, gymnastics, and he's able to create an adhesive that makes something incredibly hard to break.
I like how in his head the only thing he was missing from being the world's greatest assassin was some pretty strong glue.
He's like, okay, I've got the flips. I can punch a bit, to be fair.
I can kill a man with my hands.
If only I had some sort of sticky thing. Oh, Jesus, I would fuck you up right now if I had something sticky. Oh, Jesus.
Now the name Slipknot, I'm assuming there'll be an origin for that, because at the minute, he's not rope-based at all. He's just got glue.
Yeah, he's got... No, well, he's then decided when he becomes an assassin the same day, I think he also decides to use his adhesive on ropes to make them the perfect tool for murder.
So he's got glue-covered ropes.
He's got glue-covered ropes.
Titanium.
So he had a job.
How much rope does he carry around?
Well, he doesn't need much. It's all unbreakable. So he has a job as a scientist. He comes up with this amazing invention.
World-changing stuff.
World-changing invention. Not even world. He could just make some money off it, Christopher. And he decides then that a better use of his time is to become an assassin and to stick the adhesive stuff on the ropes for the murders.
And he kills with the ropes.
Yeah.
He doesn't even climb that much.
No, he's not even, he's a remarkable gymnast and martial artist, apparently. Doesn't really need them, because he's mostly just doing the rope killings.
He's taking the elevator up, he's not...
Swing. He also created the masked identity of Slipknot, knowing that a super name and a costume will increase his chances of being employed, Shaun. For God's sake.
As opposed to the job where he was employed previously.
He was definitely employed, and he could have made more money doing that. He could have been on 30 Under 30, those magazines.
Yeah.
Greatest invention ever.
He could have hung out with his friend Corey Taylor from Slipknot. No?
Him and, I don't know, a different entrepreneur. Which ones do we like? Are there any that are...
Any good entrepreneurs?
Are there any good at the billionaires, or no?
There's no good billionaires.
That's true.
I'm going to say that right now.
No. I've been amazed with Zuckerberg getting a fucking person to do his hair different, and suddenly he's grand.
He's suddenly turning it around. I don't understand.
That's savage. Whatever PR team, I'm assuming he hires the best of the best. Because before he was a robot boy, and everyone hated him for stealing our data. And now he's got swag, and everyone has forgotten about the data thing.
It's like he got a haircut, a beard, and a chain, and suddenly... Yeah. He's like the cool guy in Hollywood.
He's now White Boy Summer all over again. He's ready to go.
And he's up against Elon as well. So, it's
by comparison. Yeah. His schemes actually worked, Shaun. And he was hired by the 2000 Committee, a secret group of extremely rich and influential people who aimed to the conquest of the United States by the year 2000.
What? The conquest of... They don't sound like great lads.
It was 1982, Shaun. They had loads of time.
That's fair. So we have 18 years to do this.
And to be fair, if they were in big oil and stuff, they did technically, they're going out of their way. They're just 25 years late. But they've really done a good job on it.
It's like, by 2000, we'll have taken over America.
And then 2024 will really... Oh, you just wait. Slipknot's going to bring us right to the top. So Slipknot answered directly to the orders of a lad called Henry Hewitt, one of the few named members of the committee. And when the heroes Firestorm and Firehawk started messing with the committee's business, otherwise, I don't know, stopping crimes, dickheads... Slipknot received the order to kill the first and kidnap the latter. So, kill Firestorm, kidnap Firehawk.
Okay. Why kill Firestorm? What's going on there?
I think maybe it was double the price for two murders. So they were like, well, if it's a buy one get one free kind of situation.
Yeah, buy one get one half maybe.
Yeah, half price if you get a kidnapping. We don't want you to kill them, just beat them around the place with your ropes a little bit.
With your titanium super ropes.
With your titanium steel ropes. So as Firehawk was the result of the committee's experiments, so they wanted Firehawk back because they're part of the experiments, you know what I mean? So while other agents abducted Firehawk, Slipknot engaged Firestorm in combat. Now remember, Firestorm, man who is basically just made of fire. So you have...
No match for rope.
No match for gymnast rope, man. But titanium ropes, technically, so unburnable.
High melting point, for sure. Does it have... No, but it just has the strength of titanium, not the material properties of titanium.
In combat, he engaged Firestorm in combat and managed to subdue the extremely powerful hero with his ropes.
I don't understand. No. Slipknot's a Gary Sue.
I think what happened here was it's like one of those late night advertisements for like products of like, you need to get this saucepan. There's like 3 left, right?
Yeah.
But I think Firestorm was in on the bit. And he was like, hey man, this is my first outing with these fucking ropes, right? You just give me a win. Just give me one win. I won't kill you. You need to go down in the fort.
You need to just make me look good in front of my friends, please.
They think the world's going to end. They're fucking mad. While other agents abducted... as I said. So he took down Firestorm using his ropes, demonstrating the strength of his adhesive. From inside Firestorm's mind, however, renowned scientist Martin Stein, because Firestorm is 2 people in 1 brain. I haven't actually done a Firestorm review, but I probably should. If you've seen the CW shows, they do it there in The Flash.
Did they do it well?
They do it.
They do it.
Well, you can't say that was wrong. And they found a flaw in Slipknot's formula. So one of the brains inside Firestorm is a scientist called Martin Stein. He finds a flaw in the formula. So eventually the hero was able to defeat Slipknot and to run and save Firehawk. When his contract failed, Slipknot didn't receive any payment, lost all of his contacts, and and losing this way also his most remunerative client.
Remunerative?
Richest client, Shaun. We found a word I can't say. So he, with one fell swoop, he turns up, he gets called in, and immediately is defeated and then loses all of his contacts.
First outing with this group.
Yeah.
Damn.
Angered for his ruined career, Slipknot allied himself with Firestorm's nemesis, Multiplex, who was gathering a team of villains to finally take on Firestorm. So, getting a team together and they're like, oh, fuck it, Slipknot's here. Oh, Jesus.
I guess. I mean, we can't kick him out.
We are facing a lad who's fucking made of fire. What the fuck is Rope Boy gonna do? Oh, Jesus.
He gave up his pension job for this.
He has no more rich friends. The battle was much shorter than Slipknot or even Multiplex imagined, and most of the villains ended up in police's custody. Locked up in Belle Rev, Christopher Weiss was recruited by Amanda Waller. So this is how he comes into the Suicide Squad in the new formation of this team. Responding to a serious threat, the Manhunters, superpowered robots from space attacking Earth. I mean, pretty bad.
Was other Manhunters from space, aside from the Martian Manhunter?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. They're just called the Manhunters.
Copycats.
Yeah, so superpowered robots from space attacking Earth. I know what you're thinking. Where's the Justice League in this? Shut the fuck up. Suicide Squad are on the case.
We got this new team now.
We got this rope guy.
Fuck you, Superman.
Superman's reading the newspaper. and like there's a robot blowing up fucking... He's just looking out the window. He's like, Jesus, the Daily Planet just got blown up. Well, Slipknot will solve it. The rope man. The squad had the task of escorting Baby Huey, the nickname of an extremely powerful experimental bomb, to the Manhunter's base to end the war once and for all.
Oh, okay, so just like, hey, you guys can just walk beside this big bomb in case it goes off.
Basically.
Fair enough.
Yeah. The enemy base was in the swamps, and some of the squad members, the most untrustworthy squad members, Shaun, were given an explosive armband ready to explode if they tried to escape, taking advantage of the chaos that they were walking into.
And was Slipknot one of these untrustworthy members?
Slipknot was indeed one of these untrustworthy members of the team.
Does this go down exactly like Suicide Squad 2016?
They had to get inspiration from somewhere, Shaun.
Oh my god.
Of course, Slipknot was among the ones with the armband. During the trip, however, Captain Boomerang was there, and he told Vice, armbands are fake, bro. It's a conspiracy. They don't even do anything. You know what I mean?
Do their own research.
It's a psychological tool to prevent us from escaping. It's a placebo effect. They're not even real.
They're trying to control us, brother.
Sheeple. That's what they think we are. So Slipknot pretended not to believe his teammate. So he's like...
He pretended not to believe. He's a fucking idiot.
He's like, that's not real. No, stop, Captain Boomerang. Don't be so stupid. And then quietly in his head, he's like, well, I have done my own research, to be fair. He does seem to know a lot.
It would be weird if it blew up, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's weird. It's like when he just puts a little kernel into his brain, and then he allows that seed to grow. In fucking Slipknot's dumb idiot brain of
as they're walking along,
as the minutes pass and they're walking through this swamp, he's well, no, actually, now that you mention it, it does seem weird that we only have these ones.
Because killing people's wrong. So they wouldn't do anything wrong.
I only tried to kill all those people. But I know that was wrong.
But that's why I'm here, because I was wrong.
When the team reached the Manhunter's base, it was clear from the very beginning that Slipknot's talents in strangling people was useless against non-breeding robots.
Oh, his talents in strangling people is fantastic.
He shows up and tries to strangle the first robot, and then suddenly there's no real just
there's
fighting
no air
for breath.
to cut off there.
No, they're just a robot, so the robot just continues punching him in the head.
It's like when they dropped Weasel into the ocean, but he couldn't swim.
Yeah, they brought him the whole way to the swamp with this bomb, and then realised very quickly the guy who's very good at choking humans, not very good at fighting robots.
And there's no, it's not listed that he has any experience with guns or weapons.
No, he's just good with ropes and killing. And so when he basically just realised that he was basically useless, he decided that the last option he had before he died was to trust Boomerang's words and to run away from the swamps, because he was definitely going to get killed by these Manhunter robots.
I hope he looked at Boomerang before he ran and just said thank you, and then just took off and exploded.
Unfortunately, Boomerang, bit of a dickhead, a shithouse, if you will, because he just wanted to see whether the armbands were real or not, and he had just picked Slipknot as the perfect guinea pig because he felt Slipknot was a moron, and so he wanted to verify his theory. When Vice got far enough away from the others, the armband started to beep on his arm, and he thought, wow, that's weird. It's fake. They put a lot of effort into this fake armband.
God, they really want me to turn back, but I'm too clever.
You won't trick me, Amanda Waller. So he continues running, and the armband activates, and the explosion confirmed to Captain Boomerang that the explosives were actually real and functioning. Slipknot was later found by a teammate called the Duchess, barely alive and with his right arm missing.
Okay, so he lived in the comics.
He does live. He was brought back to Belle Rev. His missing arm was later replaced with a bionic limb, and Slipknot was ready to go on a mission again. Not that Waller was ever eager to use him again.
Because he's useless in most situations, it turns out.
So, that is all the stories I could find on Slipknot.
Once you nail a character that early, it's hard to keep writing stories, you know?
He came in strong. He's got an adhesive rope. He's got this cool adhesive that he can put onto things. And then he just gets good at choking people, immediately gets put in prison. And then he gets taken out for the Suicide Squad. And Amanda Waller's like, you're actually useless, even for me.
I like how he was brought into the Suicide Squad just to prove that the things explode.
Yeah,
as a writer, that's why they put him in.
Oh yeah, 100%. And so that's why in the 2016 movie that is absolutely terrible, Suicide Squad, Slipknot is in that movie, and he does the exact same thing, where Captain Boomerang convinces him that the bombs are fake. He goes to escape, and I think in that movie his thing is he can escape anything.
He can climb anything.
He can climb anything.
Which makes no goddamn sense.
Well, it's just the stupidest power.
Because he grapple hooks away, and midway through grappling hook, his head fucking explodes.
His head explodes. And then Captain Boomerang's like, all right, it's real. Cool. Christopher Weiss is a brilliant scientist, but a cruel and greedy man, driven by a limitless ambition and a vindictive character. As Slipknot, he's a well-trained assassin with a remarkable ability in hand-to-hand combat, specialising in strangling his victims with ropes, hardened by his adhesive.
I think you don't need that hard of a rope to strangle someone.
I think once you get the rope around somebody's neck, I think a lot of the work is done. You don't need to strengthen that rope.
There's not a lot, and I don't mean to call anyone out here, but there's not a lot of technique in strangling someone to death.
Who are you calling out?
No, I don't want to make any enemies of stranglers. Yeah.
We're calling you out, murderers, right? You got no skills.
Hey, any murderers out there, stop it.
Stop it.
Give it up.
Look, you're impressing nobody with that choking that you're doing, right?
You think you're the big lad. No.
You think you're the big lad, but you're not. You're the little lad. You're the fucking tiny lad.
Little fucking dickhead over here.
Dickhead. Don't be choking people with titanium ropes, normal ropes. Look, fair fucks to you, boy, but was it titanium ropes?
No, Conor, wind it back. Normal ropes.
You're right too. You're right too. Yeah. The police are listening. I also only use adhesive ropes because that doesn't exist.
Ah, very good. No murder weapon.
Yes. Do you think if you gave him a normal rope, he wouldn't be able to kill somebody?
Do you think he doesn't? Maybe he's really like super strong with rope, it turns out, and he just breaks every other rope.
Just snaps it in two because he's so massive.
But he just never realises it because he only uses the special rope.
That could actually make sense, you know that. The ropes are so strong they're able to bind even the nuclear man Firestorm. He's mean, deceiving, coward enough to be dangerous if cornered. Slipknot is a ruthless killer who has no regard for anything that is not his own personal gain.
Sounds like a podcast co-host, I know.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Actually, I'm taking this.
No, but I was looking in a mirror, but it was a picture of you instead. I don't know what I'm saying.
Why would you look in the mirror then?
I don't know. I'm selfish.
Powers and abilities. His powers are cybernetic enhancement.
That's after he gets blown up.
He does get blown up. That's after. So that technically he doesn't have any powers. Abilities: weaponry, training in the violent use of ropes. He's able to hang, maim, hold, or otherwise attack his enemies with various ropes.
I could attack people with ropes if I wanted to.
Technically, cowboys also kind of attack people with ropes, but I wouldn't say...
Mostly cows, but yeah.
Mostly cows, yeah. Chemistry. Weiss developed a solution which hardened his ropes and coils, suggesting an understanding of some molecular engineering, and he uses those talents in the Suicide Squad, which he's too shit to join.
He's able to change molecules.
Yeah.
And he decides, I'm just going to strangle people for a living. That
is the worst use of talents I think we've seen in a long time.
It's pure wasted potential on Slipknot's part.
And by the way, I love that at the end of this report, they clearly run out of things because he has nothing. There's nothing to him. And so they just went, other characteristics, missing limb.
Hey. They called it like it is.
He's got a missing limb. Like, you can't disagree with that.
I love if every time he joined the Suicide Squad, like, he just kept thinking that the explosives weren't real.
Somebody convinced him this time they're definitely going to fuck.
They're not going to do it twice, and not to you.
Like, it's a double bluff. Think about it, right? Because you're so scared from the last time that they're not going to waste money on an actual bomb on you in this time.
Why? And then he's like, yeah, that does make sense.
That does make sense. We are pushing back on budgets. That is correct. Yeah, man.
Surely they wouldn't do it 3 times.
And he's missing 2 arms and a leg.
Yeah.
And they've attached it to his other leg.
And he's like, yeah, they wouldn't.
They wouldn't do it. I don't think they would. So that's my report on Slipknot, Shaun, the greatest character DC's ever done.
A wonderful report, Conor. Better than Batman, I would say.
I definitely... He would kill Batman. Batman can be choked out with a rope.
It's true, he's only a man after all.
Technically.
Would you like me to take us out, Conor?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Thank you everyone for listening to this episode of Hero or Zero. We will be back on Monday with the Heroes for Hire podcast, next Friday with another episode of Hero or Zero, and next Thursday we will be putting out on the Patreon our Ghost Rider review, as we mentioned earlier. So head on over to patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast if you want to take a listen to that or any of the other reports that we did. There is also the merch store, heroesforhire.ie/shop. Twitter's @Heroes for Hire pod, the 4 is the number 4. Facebook is Detective Divilment's discussion group. Instagram is Heroes for Hire podcast. And the best way to ever help out the show is to tell one human being that we exist.
Just the one, please.
And I think that's about it, Conor.
I think so. So I've been Conor Lawler.
I've been Shaun Meighan.
I shall see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.